Welcome to the Damn Opinion Podcast. Spoiler alert. Listener discretion advised. Happy holiday.
Oh, it's my favorite time of year. How about you, James?
No.
Oh, yeah.
No.
I say that with great sarcasm.
You have no holiday spirit?
No, I have no material spirit. No.
No materials.
Wow.
Yeah, no, I do not.
You mean you don't like spending thousands of dollars in presents for?
I refuse. The hype is ridiculous. I refuse.
Wait a minute. So what? Welcome to Damn Opinion, first of all. Okay, I am Bill. I'm happy about Christmas. Mark.
I'm Mark, and I'm full of joy.
Yeah, and
It's the holiday season.
James. Bah. That's what I thought. You are Scrooge. Okay. So what? What do you do for presents? Do you have like a budget? What's going on?
Yes. To all the above.
What's
Yes.
your budget?
So like
12
this
cents.
year, my wife and I aren't getting each other anything
What?
because we had a Hawaii trip and we want to do some stuff. So we're both like,
I guarantee you she's going to get you something.
no, I
Look.
guarantee you she's not.
No.
No.
That's fine.
No.
But you got to have a backup gift just in case.
No, I don't. Not with Karen. I don't.
Oh, yeah, you do.
No, I don't.
Oh, yeah, you do.
No, I don't. So we're having the kids over at Christmas. We're going to swap some gifts with them, but we told them keep it.
Our
And
podcast in 2 weeks is how to divorce someone you used to love.
I was about to say.
No. You don't know my wife. No.
Okay.
My wife's the one like, we're not getting each other gifts. We don't need to spend any money. And we're at that age, we have everything we need. I don't need more knicky-knack shit in my house. I don't need anything. If I need something, I go buy it. Seriously.
We're both in the same situation, okay? But if your woman, I had to give you a little gift.
No, you don't know my woman. My wife is not getting me a gift.
All right.
She's like, don't spend the money.
All right.
Okay.
You have to know your spouse.
Okay.
And I know my spouse.
Okay.
And it's not, I got you something even though I said we weren't going to get anything. She didn't know anything.
Okay.
She wants to go probably snowshoeing on Christmas is what she wants to go do.
Oh, okay. There you go.
Yeah.
Okay. That sounds like a wonderful.
Yeah. I've never been a big
You
holiday
know what it sounds like
person.
to me?
What?
It's just slush fund. Snowshoeing.
Why can't you just be nice all year long? At Christmas, you have to put everything up and be nice and give everybody gifts. And everyone is like, I'm so stressed out. It's so terrible.
It is.
But I love the holiday spirit. Oh, it's so great.
I don't know how he's the nicest guy.
I don't know either.
I'm the most realistic guy. That's why I'm the nicest.
So here is my thing.
I tell you how it is, and you're like, yeah, that's kind of true. Because you're like, I love holiday spirit. It's so good. Oh my God, I haven't slept in 3 days, and I got to go shopping, and everything's so crazy right now.
Well, here is...
James is like a rabid chihuahua.
Yes, he really is. My thing is that if I immediately, like the weekend after Thanksgiving, if I immediately put up all the decorations, and then the following weekend I pretty much get all of my gifts with a few stragglers, I'm going to have a great Christmas. If I'm shopping on Christmas Eve, this sucks, right? And I don't know about you guys, but when I had young kids and I was broke all the time, I'd be shopping at Christmas Eve trying to find some deal. And, I just got my paycheck 10 hours ago and, that kind of stuff.
My son
right?
will like this headless Barbie.
Yeah, exactly. He'll love this, right? So there's, it's just not that great when you don't have a lot of money and or time, right?
I'm just not big on the commercialism of Christmas.
Yeah, me neither.
That you have to go do it and you have to, the pressure of it, all the commercials, everything. It's Christmas. Go spend, go buy.
Yeah. Wow. And what I also hate is even if you get all prepared, like I just said, a lot of times, what are we doing on Christmas Eve? Wrapping presents until 3 a.m, right?
I do hate that.
Yeah.
You know what? I'm going to be snowshoeing. I'm going to be doing any of that.
That might be better. But on Christmas, are you going to be with your family?
No.
When is it for you?
So
He's going to the movies by himself.
I want to spend all day. We're going to play games, have food, drinks, and hang out all day. I don't want, because when you get older, you have 3 or 4 Christmases to go to. I don't want to see him for 2 hours.
Yeah.
I want quality time the whole day, so we just moved it out.
Makes sense.
So
I like
for
it.
me, on Christmas, just Karen and I.
That makes
You guys?
sense. I just do. I'm a divorced dad. Thanksgiving's my holidays, so I do the day after Christmas, and it'll be fine.
You're divorced?
But if you can believe it.
Can you do day after this year? It's a Tuesday.
Yeah, I do it no matter what. So I make the kids get off or whatever, or we'll do it in the evening or whatever.
Okay.
But I do have a tradition where there's this game called Screw Your Neighbor. It's a very simple game. And one person will end up with a really cool prize, like it might be Apple TV. Or it could be a cup with Nicolas Cage on it. You just never know, right? So they all look forward to that, and then that's about it. What about you, Mark?
Screw Your Neighbor's fun. Are you doing 3 chances or just one?
Three chances.
Yeah, that's a good game. Mm-hmm. You guys should look it up. It's fun.
Yeah, it's a fun game. Not to go into it, but anybody can play it. It's very simple.
My wife, she works all the nights. Day before Christmas Eve, Christmas Day. She works them all at night. So she's only going to get the brief 1 hour morning period before she has to sleep.
Wow.
Yeah.
Raking in the money.
Yep.
Yeah, that's
So what are you going to do? You didn't answer the question.
I don't know. My wife's, we're going to come and have Christmas morning breakfast and maybe open stockings. We have a Secret Santa thing we're doing, but no one's going to be there on Christmas morning. So we might do it like 2 days later.
Sounds chaotic, like most families.
See?
So-
Yep.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Oh, wow. And that the follow-up is, what movie is out that everybody wants to see on Christmas?
There's 3 movies out right now. One is the Willy Wonka Jr. movie.
Okay.
Wonka.
Yeah.
And then there's the new Aquaman movie, which I know
Okay.
it's just pure visual entertainment. That's all
Neither
it
of
is.
these, by the way, I want to see
Me
so far.
neither.
Yeah, I get it. And then the last one is, and I forget this is a movie. It's with Julia Roberts.
Oh, I've heard good things about this.
Coming
though.
out, she basically goes off and stays with her significant other and in a cabin, and then the world kind of goes to crap. And everybody, like the original owners, show up and say, "Well, this is our cabin. We need to stay here now." And she's like, "Where do you expect us to go?" And the movie goes from there.
Like apocalyptic type thing?
Kind of, yeah.
And they fight and kill each other?
I don't know. They don't get into it in the trailer.
They bust out their pineapples?
Could be. Could be a 50 Shades of Grey at Christmas, or it could be something else. I don't know.
I've not heard of that one.
That's it. Those are only 3 I know of.
Since we're going to stay with this Christmas theme, this is something that I discovered. I don't know if I'm pronouncing it right, but the thing that I'm into is the gavel goat, which is a Swedish tradition at Christmas time. Basically, it's a giant display erected annually in Castle Square in the center of Glave, Sweden. Hopefully I pronounced that. It has an umlaut, so I'm sure I messed up somewhere. So basically, it's just a Yule goat figure made of straw, right? But every year, it's the whole community's goal to destroy this thing, right?
Like a piñata.
I'm so confused. How big is this gaval goat?
How big is it? Okay, well, it is probably...
Nobody knows. It's like Godzilla size.
Is it like, are we talking Burning Man size? Are we talking...
Well, it's not
size of a
quite as
car?
big as it is. It's probably a 2-story goat. Now, they have protection for it. They have security guards guarding it.
Why?
Because people come by and they destroy it.
But no, why do they have this 2-story goat made out of straw, hay, sticks, and whatever?
Oh, why does it do it?
Why do they even have it?
Well, it's just
Some
a
pagan
traditional
ritual.
It's a traditional Swedish Yule goat. It's made out of straw.
Well, I've never heard of a Yule
We're
goat.
just supposed to know that. Dude, it's just a traditional Yule goat.
What's a Yule goat?
Well, you know, in all of these other countries, like, hey, it's better than Nepal. In Nepal, they actually take a live goat and just destroy it. Like, they pull it apart and kill it. It's really a weird tradition.
Merry Christmas.
Yeah. But for the Yule goat, I mean, think about it. Goats are very common in other countries, right?
Goats are common here.
You know. Yeah, but are goats native to America?
I don't know, but you still haven't answered the question. What's a Yule goat?
Well, it's a goat that has a Christmas hat on it. And it has lights on it.
I mean, does it have a wreath around its neck? What's
Nope.
the whole point of this goat? Is it
You know what
supposed
he's
to bring,
got? He's got a pumpkin spice latte.
Is it
That's
supposed
what
to bring
he's
good
got.
luck? Well, I mean, seriously.
Probably. But it's been burned to the ground most years since 1966.
Someone's very angry with
So
the
for
goat.
57 years, a goat has been burned to the ground because or mostly.
And so
Because
somebody builds up this goat, and then they tear it down and they get pissed.
Here's a
Right.
thought: don't build it out of sticks.
Well, and it's almost like they want it to happen now.
Yes.
But they do have security for it because they want it up as long as possible. My favorite is where people drove by with arrows, burning arrows, and just shot
This
at the
is
Yule
kind of
goat.
like Yule Burning Man.
Yeah.
Yule Goat Burning Man.
Yeah, it's almost like it would be so much fun. They should make a movie out of it. You know how they made like White Castle a movie? They should make it Yule Goat. And, you know, you just go to Sweden specifically to destroy this goat. Now, you go to 3 months in prison for this if you do it.
If you get caught destroying the Yule goat,
yeah, you go to jail for 3 months.
I think it is you're just in Sweden and you take some acid, then you go destroy the Yule goat.
Yeah, can you imagine? I don't know. But it would be so much fun to destroy the Yule goat.
on the first day of Christmas, my Yule goat gave to me a Yule goat
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
and 3 months in prison.
Yeah, it's always...
You know those Swedes.
I think it's a great little tradition.
That's
and-
what you're into?
It's
Yeah,
cold
it's
there.
totally-
They're doing a lot of drinking.
Yeah, for sure. So it is 43 feet tall.
Okay, that's a 4-story building.
Okay, maybe it's a 4-story building then. I mean, I'm just looking at it. It's taller than a bunch of trees here.
It's a bunch of trees.
But I don't know how tall the trees are. They could be just little tiny fruit trees. I don't
Is this
know.
in the middle of town? I'm
You know.
guessing?
Yeah, it's in Castle Square. You know what would be cool? They had a little camera on it so everybody could just watch it, you know, on their laptop, and then when it goes down, you're like, "Oh my god, I saw it live."
They probably do have a security camera on it.
Yeah, maybe they do. But I mean, you know how they put it up on
Yeah, for the web.
the web.
Live Yule Goat.
Yeah, live Yule
You can watch the Yule
display.
Goat at any time of day and night.
Yeah. So I think it's pretty cool.
Okay.
Oh, here it is. In 2001, the goat was burned down by a 51-year-old American visitor from Cleveland who spent 18 days in jail and subsequently was convicted to pay $11,000
For a bunch of
in
sticks.
damages. Yeah.
It was Americans, of course.
He had a cigarette lighter, and the argument was that he was clearly not able to handle a cigarette lighter.
Your Honor.
He thought, though, in his defense, he literally thought it was a tradition to do this.
It was like a Burning Man thing.
Yeah. So he literally thought it was, and so he had no idea that you weren't really supposed to. But nobody cares. They still burn this thing down every year.
That's
So,
hilarious.
I love it. So how about you, James?
Well, I'll continue with our Christmas theme of gift giving, and that would be $700 million to Shohei Ohtani.
Yay.
Woohoo!
Okay,
I
who
was
is-
watching him. Oh, he's a baseball player. You've fallen off the planet if you don't know who Shohei Ohtani is.
He doesn't know who he is.
You seriously don't know who Ohtani is?
I don't care.
He doesn't
I care as much about Shohei Ohtani as I do about a Yule goat.
Ohtani is the first player since Babe Ruth to hit home runs and pitch as well as anybody. I mean, the guy is a freak of nature.
Okay.
So
And what team is he on?
he was on the Angels. He just became a free agent, and it was a huge deal to go get him. So now he just signed for the richest contract in any major sport.
How much?
$700 million for 10 years.
That's ridiculous.
$70 million a year. 68 of it is deferred.
What does that mean?
Means the Dodgers do not have to pay him until 2035 through 2043. And that was on his behalf. He told the Dodgers he didn't want to take any money. He's like, defer the whole contract. And the Dodgers were like, no. We're going to pay you something.
He's making $2 million a year.
He's making $2 million a year. The rest is deferred
then-
because he wants to win so bad that he wanted the Dodgers to have money to still get other players to win.
Wow.
So he could be the greatest player of all time if that happens.
Right now, he might be the greatest player.
And what I
of
mean
all
is
time.
he's going to get a team that, and since he pitches, will literally make him the greatest player of all time.
He already is. He's not going to pitch this year because he hurt himself last year and had Tommy John surgery. That's how good he is. He had Tommy John surgery. He will not pitch in 2024, and the Dodgers still paid him $700 million because he can hit his number. You know who Bryce Harper is?
I do.
Bryce Harper's a baseball player, one of the best offensive players in the game. Bryce Harper made $364 million contract. So Ohtani gets that as an offensive player, $364 million. His pitching stats are just as good as Garrett Cole, who is a Yankees pitcher, top 3 pitcher in the game. Garrett Cole makes $360 million as a pitcher. Put those two together, that'd be $700 million.
Yeah.
And I was watching this video. It's all forward to you. It's a really good video. And it talks about the Ohtani money that he makes, just his financial picture alone, because of the Japanese piece of it. So Ohtani, before he even took the field last year for the Angels, made $70 million just in merchandise.
In Japan.
In America and Japan.
Okay.
Before he even took the field.
Just because his name is on the merchandise.
Because in Japan, Japanese players have such a rabid following. So on opening day, the Angels' opening day game, 2 million people in America watched it. 6 million watched it in Japan.
Wow.
They have 7 or 8 different channels that carry Ohtani every game live. They have one channel. He's not even playing. They just show Ohtani the whole time in the dugout, wherever he's not even playing. They got the camera on him the whole game.
Wow.
So you add in, they were given all these stats. The Angels average 11,000 more fans a game when Ohtani pitches. So just ticket sales alone, the revenue of that every time he pitches. Japanese advertisers, if you watch the Angels games, you know how when you watch a baseball game and the camera angle's behind the pitcher towards home plate, you have the banners now?
Yeah.
Okay.
And they're all green screen banners, right?
So, or they're the flip kind that they have in the thing. When Ohtani plays, there's Japanese ads that run. When Ohtani goes on the road, like when he plays the A's and Seattle teams in his division, they have gone to buying that Japanese advertisement on their home screens. So when you watch, anytime Ohtani plays, watch him this year, you'll see Japanese ads. They're making another $300 million just on Japanese ads because they sell for $6 million for a half an inning.
Wow.
So I need to ask you a question. First of all, he's a good player. Is he a nice person?
Yeah. So I was watching this video and it talked about he was in Japan, okay? And he was in Japan in 2017 and 18. He was by far, he broke every record and owned every major statistic.
Yeah, okay.
Okay? He could have come to the MLB. He would have made like $200 million. But he deferred and lived in the dorm with like his friends and then with his parents and kept the money. And he waited 2 more years to be able to come to the Angels. So he basically threw away $200 million to come to the Angels because he wanted to come to America so bad. He's not about the money at all.
Well, you can tell that by what you've just said.
At all.
So wait a minute, just to go back to your original thing. He is saying he's getting $70 million a year, but they're going to defer that money.
$68 million.
They don't have to start paying it. I forget what date it is. It's like 2034 to 2043 or 35.
Where he
to
won't
43.
even be on the roster at that point, probably.
He might.
His contract's over in 10 years, but yeah.
Okay, so then does that mean that team, it's going to go on their salary cap or whatever? Do they have a salary? So during those years, they might be the worst team in baseball with no cap
I don't know.
space.
You can start investing now and have half that money paid through investments by the time they pay it.
Exactly.
No, I'm not talking about paying him. I'm talking about, doesn't baseball have a salary cap or do they not?
They do, but you pay a luxury tax if you go over it.
Oh, okay. So,
And like he said, if you take that money and you invest it, you'll have that extra to pay it out. You can still go over the salary cap.
So he's a Dodger now.
Yeah.
So basically, the Dodgers are going to be amazing when they buy all these great players.
The Dodgers are already amazing, right?
No, but they're going to be amazing.
And baseball is a hard sport. It's not like other sports where if you're the best team, you always go to the World Series. Baseball doesn't work that way. It's really who's hot at the end. But when you go to the playoffs, you make even more revenue, right?
Right.
So the Dodgers, when everybody just keeps throwing out this $700 million and it's like, oh, the Dodgers have money, they're going to make so much money just by having Ohtani. That $700 million, that's why the Giants, the Blue Jays, the Cubs, and there were almost every team in MLB was out there. Even like the joke was, even the A's were like, we'll give you $1 for 700 million years. Every team in baseball wanted him. The analogy people use is he is basically Patrick Mahomes and
Taylor
Nick
Swift.
Bosa.
Oh, yeah.
Right? He does both. Amazing.
Wow. Okay.
He plays both sides of the ball. Amazing. I mean, he is a generational talent.
I get you. So the game attendance and the merchandising and the advertising alone are going to be huge draws.
Yeah. And the Japanese factor. I knew Japanese were crazy about their baseball. I didn't realize how much it is with Ohtani.
Well, it's only until China attacks and gets rid of Japan. So.
And he's on the Dodgers now. With the Dodgers' luck, the very first game, he'll get hit with a fastball in the head and he'll be out for the season.
Yeah.
He'll fall down the stairs while he's barbecuing in the backyard or something.
But this is all guaranteed money too, right?
Yes.
All of it guaranteed.
Yeah.
So he could literally say, for the next 10 years, let's be as good as we can, and I'm retired.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. And again, there's guys making tons of money. It's baseball. They have tons of money. But if you go on the backside of it, the financial picture of it, it's really interesting.
Wow.
All the headlines you're going to hear is the Dodgers have spent so rich. They're going to make so much money.
I think
just having his merchandise and ticket sales and everything alone is off the chart.
I think the key takeaway from this whole conversation that James just had was it's the highest paid sports player of all time.
Yeah.
Of all time.
Yeah, that's great.
And again, it wasn't just, it's not like the Dodgers were just alone in this and being stupid. Every team wanted him. Now you add Ohtani, they have 3 of the best players in the game on their squad.
And they're going to get more.
And they're going to get more.
Yeah, that's
so they're going to be in the playoffs. They're going to get more revenue. He has a chance to win because that's all he really wants. He's not about the money. He wants a chance to win.
That's so much fun.
I'm not even a baseball fan. That's interesting.
Yeah, but now
Ohtani fan.
Yeah, and it's like that makes me want to go to a Dodger game in LA.
And again, one of the other stats I saw is, you know how you've been to games, you know how they do promotional giveaways, bobbleheads, that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
The Angels last year did 11 giveaways for Ohtani.
Really?
Any baseball stadium does like 1, right? We have Mookie Betts night. We have Freddie Freeman night. The Angels did 11 for Ohtani.
Yeah.
And every time they had a giveaway, they had lines down the block waiting to get in to get that giveaway, because they only give away 20,000 of the bobbleheads or whatever down the block.
Honestly, they should do way more of those because collectors are big now.
Yeah,
it's like,
especially if he becomes the new Babe Ruth.
Oh, this is the Angels marketing. Now you're talking about the Dodgers marketing, and you are gonna be so sick of Shohei Ohtani, it's not going to be funny. He's going to be on Pepsi cans. He's going to be on. He's going to be everywhere.
You know where he's going to be? He's going to be on State Farm.
Oh,
he's going to pop in the new State Farm insurance commercial.
My last thing, my very favorite thing about Ohtani is he has this interpreter guy that goes with him everywhere, because Ohtani speaks a little bit of English. Not tons, but he's got this interpreter that is with him at all times. And the guy's pretty funny, actually.
Really?
And everybody loves him. And he comes out to the mound, and he is everywhere with them. So now he's with the Dodgers. I can't wait.
I have one. This turned into the Ohtani podcast, but is he married? Is he dating anybody?
That I don't know. I'm worried about sports, bro. I don't think about his personal life.
Is he dating Taylor Swift?
He might be now.
So can you imagine? It's like being a caddy for a golfer. You're the interpreter for Ohtani.
I wonder what he's making.
Oh,
exactly.
He's making a lot now.
And like he was at the, not this year, but year before, he was at the All-Star game.
Yeah.
And he's at the home run derby and the whole thing. And the interpreter's out there with him with all the best players in the game and everybody. And he's like, blah, 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 and he's talking. And it's like, that is the best job ever. And he's chumming it up with all the baseball players. Hey, and he's laughing with Ohtani. Oh, amazing.
Oh,
he's getting to meet celebrities.
I wonder
everything.
if he goes to batting practice and all that stuff too.
He's got to. He's an interpreter.
Because
he literally, like, if Ohtani's pitching and the manager comes out, he comes out with them.
So does he have a backup interpreter? That's what I gotta know.
Learning Japanese now?
Jeez. Well, no. I mean, just what if he gets sick? He's screwed. He's got to have a backup, right?
He's gonna have to be pretty damn sick.
Yeah. Oh my god!
I'm sure there's some fallback. And again, Otani speaks a little bit of. I think he speaks more than he lets on,
Right.
but he doesn't speak it amazingly.
Wow.
Yeah.
I could just be like, hey, I don't know if I'm going to the Dodgers or the Giants, and I'm just the interpreter. You know?
It's amazing.
Oh my gosh. I got to wonder what that guy gets paid, because it is a crazy amount of time he has to be away from people.
Yeah.
He's got to be a young guy.
And I mean, he might be like a celebrity in Japan. The fanaticism of the Japanese towards baseball is insane.
Wow.
Insane. I mean, think about it. They have one channel that all it does is show Otani. He's literally sitting in the dugout, spitting sunflower seeds, and they have the camera on him the whole time.
Well, we have a channel too, but it's the Kardashians.
He walks down and high fives people after they got a hit. He's not even playing that day, and they just show him. That's all they do is show Otani the whole time.
That is great.
And people are watching it in Japan. Like 6 million people are watching it.
That's amazing. All right, Mark. Well, what are you into? I can't wait to hear this.
You know what I'm into?
What?
I'm trying to discover if men or women are dirtier.
Oh, it's women.
Oh, I think we're going to talk about that when we come back.
Okay. I'm getting nervous already.
Here we go now.
Got an idea for a topic? Who knows? We may reach out and use your suggestion on air. Let us know and visit damnopinion.com.
Okay, so I'm a little confused. You help us out with this topic now. Who is dirtier?
Yeah.
Okay.
Men or women.
Okay, so men or women. Okay.
Sexually or house-wise?
Yes.
All of the above. He wants to hit all of it.
Honestly, I mean, I don't know if we have time, but the crazy part is we sell sex when we try and buy product all the time.
Oh, sex sells everything.
And what's crazy is, though, it's mostly females, and I'm not saying that's their fault, but we use females to sell product more than we use males to sell product.
And that's because men are smart and they know what will sell. So the men are saying, women, do the sexy stuff.
And then
so the
we'll
men
sell the
will buy
product.
it.
Okay.
Right?
But men who may desire that particular behavior from a woman, but they don't desire that behavior holistically to marry a woman like that.
Some do.
So
there are plenty of porn stars that are married. That's for sure.
In general, guys are not choosing a quote unquote dirty kind of person to marry. Usually, not always, just usually.
So I've literally heard guys, that were younger than me, I was married and everything like that, but they'd be like, yeah, she had sex with me on the first date, so I'm not marrying her.
Yeah, right. Okay.
And it's like, wait a minute, you had sex too, bro. Like,
right. I get it.
What's going on with that?
So that's one.
know?
That's one. The dirty life. The other one is I've had girlfriends and I have daughters. In general, the house, the bathroom, even the bedroom is dirtier than when I've had male roommates. When you have females, it's a mess. It's just a mess. They can't put stuff away. They just don't.
Yeah, it depends on the female, but you're kind of right.
Yeah, we are kind of generalizing, but I will say,
general comments. These are all general comments.
I love this meme the other day where the woman was talking about, how hard is it to turn down the toilet seat? And then the guy looks over at the sink where there is so much product, right? I mean, just makeup caked all over the...
Right. And how many times is the makeup like all over the bowl of the sink and everything? It's not even in the jar sitting on the counter.
No, it's
just powder everywhere, glitter. There's glitter everywhere if you have a younger person associated.
Well, I can say that I have been the cleaner bathroom person than any woman that I have ever shared a bathroom with.
The third option. Who's cleaner physically? Like body-wise?
I say women.
Yeah, probably.
Men are dirty. They're doofuses.
Yeah, we forget to shower. What's deodorant?
Yeah.
Yeah. Now, women got to get dressed and look nice every day. We're like, whatever, I've got pajamas on.
Yeah.
Even when I was young, whatever. I mean, you go out, that's a different story. But on a daily basis,
A woman is lucky if their guy wipes his ass. I mean, that's really what it is. Yeah.
Okay. So
now,
those are the three ones I'm thinking of.
Okay.
When it comes to the dirty life.
All right. So start with the first one.
Okay. The first one. So Bottoms Up is a coffee shop that's near us here in Sacramento. It's in Yuba City. And they actually have women who run around in bikinis, just like you'll see them doing car washes and things like that. You're attracting attention to bring in money to the product.
Right.
I get it.
It's kind of like the Hooters of coffee.
Hooters, another one. Do you really want champagne and chicken wings by somebody who wears hardly anything? I guess we do, because it's a chain. Same with Twin Peaks. It's a country themed one, just like Hooters. But it's dirty. You have women who don't prefer to go to those places because they view it as that's a dirty restaurant, both sexually and I just feel icky when I go in there.
Yeah.
But it's not. It still has to meet standards.
Does it? Have you been to a Hooters?
Well, the viewpoint is you're dirtier when you're sexier. That's the take. You're just a dirtier person.
Well, I think you're taking this from the traditional, what is that? The Elizabethan period.
Yeah.
Victorian period.
You don't wear white after Labor Day.
Right. I mean, it's like this. All of these little stereotypes are starting to go out the window.
All right, let me do this.
The hard part is at most of those establishments, too, the women that you have working there have very serious daddy issues. You don't see Martha Stewart working at those kind of establishments. You see usually some girls that, for you, Bill, scream red flag.
Oh, yeah.
At those places. So that doesn't help the overall optics of those places.
Okay.
You don't have the girl next door working in the window.
Well,
you usually have a trashier style girl that works at those places.
Okay, if your life depended on it and you had to lick one of these things, okay, I'm going to make it similar. I'm going to make it similar.
Oh, I can't wait for this one, Marty.
Oh, boy.
Okay.
Where did you come up with this topic,
hold on.
by the way?
You're at a female strip club and you have to lick the stage.
No thanks.
Or you're at a normal theater playhouse.
No thanks.
And you have to lick the stage. Your life depends on it. Which one you going to lick?
Wait, those two?
Those two. They're both stages. They're both performing acts.
One, you're going to have glitter on your tongue. One, you're going to have a bunch of dust. That's pretty much it. What do you want?
But honestly, what do you think most people are going to lick?
What play is being enacted?
Oh my gosh. It's a playhouse. It has multiple plays over a period of time.
What play is going on at the time?
Right.
No.
That could be it.
West Side Story. There you go.
No. Is it Hair? Because there's a bunch of bare feet people walking on stage. I don't want to lick that one. The stripper one, they're probably in heels, and I might lick that one. That one's cleaner.
Honestly, the guys that are leaning on the stage is what I'd be worried about more than the girls for some reason.
It's just a viewpoint that it's dirtier, whether it's realistic or not. It's a viewpoint that particular environment is a dirtier environment. It's just something that's in us.
Yeah, any public place is going to be dirty like that, where people are walking around on a stage. So
yeah, and I don't know if people think of it as dirty in the sense that you're saying, like gross dirty. It's just there's sex going on there, so it's nasty.
True, but that's dirty, nasty,
and it's public sex, and it's public or public-esque sex.
Yeah, it is weird. If you've ever been to a strip club, it's weird,
right? And honestly, I'd stay away from both. The play could have drugs on the stage too, so never mind.
Okay, so let's hold on. Let's do that. You said it's a strip club. It's dirty. But the funny thing is, you go to a strip club here in Sacramento, you have to stay in your seat. You cannot touch the girls. You have a choice of soda or juice. Very seldom do you have beer or wine.
No, not with full nude. You do not have any alcohol.
No alcohol, right?
How do you know these things,
This
Mark?
is literally a rule in Sacramento and the surrounding area.
California.
If you do that, this is what you have to do.
Yeah, full nude is no alcohol.
Yet there are no rules when it comes to the male strip clubs.
What?
And you can see crazy stuff in those male strip clubs. Women are insane in those strip clubs.
I don't think there are male strip clubs. I think that there are males of
shows.
Right.
It's a show.
But they could be renting out, let's say, whatever the strip club is, it's a down female night, and so there's male strippers there. There's no rules there. I'm telling you, they will serve alcohol to girls, and they go crazy at those strip clubs. They're touching, grabbing, groping. They're doing everything. They
have them at the girl strip clubs too. They're just more for big spenders that come in, not for you or I when we walk in there.
But do you understand what I'm saying? You know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, but I wouldn't. Those aren't strip clubs. Those are shows. There's a little bit of a difference.
But
they're not open 9 to 5 with people coming in all the time. It's a one-time thing, and all the women come, and they lose their mind. Because it's not really a strip club. It's a show. It's a little bit different.
I'm going to use your word.
It's nuanced, but it's a little different.
Who's nastier?
The
Since
women.
you don't want to use that. Women, by
Women
far.
are always nastier.
By far at strip clubs.
Yeah. They're wilder, let's put it that way.
Okay, you keep changing the words to fit the topic, but perfect. But it's still dirty as the term, right? They're dirtier. They act dirtier, nastier, wilder, using those terms than men do.
Yeah, duh.
Okay, so now let's go to how clean they are. I'm not talking about physically, just their environment. Women in general, not all. A lot of women are very clean, like my mom, very clean person. But
Wait, we're talking strip clubs and your mom?
This is getting weird.
What? Whoa.
But they just are a disorganized clutter sometimes. I think they're either in a rush, they got too much going on, they have ADD. I don't know what it is. But in my experience, and again, this is just my opinion, in general, they are literally just a hodgepodge mess.
You know what? See, I agree.
Be very
with
careful
you.
because your girlfriend listens to this podcast.
Yeah, but I mean, there are a lot of dirty guys that just come home and kick their shoes off and
drop their clothes on the floor. Yeah,
right, and then
that same milk glass has been on the table for 4 days.
Right, exactly. And it's like, so if we're just going with the bathroom, I could say hands down 90% of the women are dirtier than men. But but any other place in the house, gosh, I don't know. I mean,
I'd say guys are dirtier. Women are more cluttered.
That might be a better thing. Like women have more accessories, right? Like you might see their pantyhose if anybody wears that anymore, like in the shower or something.
Yeah, their
like
jacket, whatever their laptop, whatever, just all over the place. Where dudes have pizza boxes and rotting food in their room or on their stuff.
Right. They won't clean the refrigerator.
Yeah. You go to the sink and it's like, that looks like it's from 2 weeks ago.
Right. Yeah.
I would say dudes are dirtier. Women are cluttery. Yes, they have clothes and they have stuff all over, but in general, dudes are nasty.
Okay, so let me ask a question. You've there's no way you would know this, but you have used porta-johns or whatever you want to call it,
Porta potties?
Porta potties. There's a lot of different words for them.
Outhouse.
Sure. In your experience, which one's cleaner if you have a male and female one? Have you ever gone in if they're separate like that?
Are we talking at like a festival?
Sure, festival.
Because people are drunk and they're both jacked up.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Where you would actually have one, yes.
I don't know. Have you ever seen a man and a woman porta potty?
I actually have, and it was on purpose, and yeah, I have. Because they didn't want...
The girls will be cleaner because the girls have to sit down. We're like, whatever.
That's the point. They didn't want guys spraying everywhere.
Yeah.
But that's not what happened when you opened the door.
Because the girls were spraying everywhere.
No, there's crap everywhere.
Yeah.
There's toilet paper everywhere. You don't want to go in there because you're coming out with more dressing.
Again, was alcohol involved?
Yeah, it is.
Because once alcohol is involved, you can throw guy and girl out the window because they...
True, but any state fair and anything, I mean...
any state fair.
Perfect example. You got to go to the bathroom.
I think if you're going to judge state fair clientele...
That's
about
everybody.
the things we're talking about.
A lot of people go to the state fair.
I know that is not normal people that go to the state fair.
So I worked at a gas station, okay? And this was, I think this is a one-off, but I could be wrong. But it's like the women's bathroom was way dirtier than the guys' bathroom. We're talking just they'd clog the toilets, do different weird stuff. I won't go into the details, but it was not good. Where the guy... there might be a little spray or something, but it was basically clean.
See, the last office I worked in, we had a guy's and a girl's bathroom, and the girl's bathroom was like a fucking lounge. It was amazing. They had like a little couch in there. It smelled great. There was candles. It was clean. You go in the guy's bathroom, and it was like, what the hell is going on here? Someone light a match.
But I do think that guys get a bad rap because I have been at different establishments where my girlfriend or wife or whoever would go into the bathroom and go, that was the nastiest bathroom. And I'll go in and it'll be fine. And it's like, I wonder why all the girls are destroying that particular bathroom.
Yeah.
Or are their standards just so much higher than mine? I don't know. I really don't know.
I mean, I don't think women want to sit on the toilet seat. So I think
No.
I think they squat. Not to be weird here, but and so I think they missed.
Well,
I think
we should be asking a woman. We're just three dudes talking.
Right.
I think they miss just as much as guys do.
Oh, if
My
they're
wife will
squatting.
go outside before she goes in a nasty porta potty.
Right.
Yeah. No
Right.
kidding.
And I think women use the sink sometimes when it's too crowded.
What?
'Cause Let me be clear. Have you seen the line coming out of bathrooms at public events? It's crazy when it's a female bathroom. You have to wait there for 10 minutes, and if you got to pee,
Yeah.
you got to pee.
That's true because
So-
we just walk up, do our thing, and leave. And,
Right.
those girls are like, closing,
They're like,
locking.
I'm using the
doing
sink.
this.
I got to
Yeah.
use the sink. There's only like 6, stalls, so I got to use something else.
Well, you told me you use the sink all the time.
if I can make it there.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, if there's a trash can near the door, I might be using that.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So I don't know. I think that, it definitely depends on the location, but I think guys are dirtier, but I think they get a bad rap in the bathroom because I think that depending on like you say, if alcohol's involved or whatever, I think women know how to destroy a good bathroom. I really do. Depending on the area,
So
it's like,
and then the last one is just grooming hygiene. Okay, yeah, I'll give you that.
wait a minute. I got to go back to the bathroom.
Go ahead.
You know what I really hate the most is when I go to a big stadium or sporting event and then I have to go to the bathroom like at halftime because there's just nothing but men that are like just the basic dude kind of guy where I never see these guys. Where do they come from? This guy is like, 6'3" and has hair on his back and you can just tell he's not thinking about anything but football, beer, and blowjobs. Do you know what I mean?
Hey, look on the bright side. At least most stadiums now don't have the trough that
Yes.
you lined up and peed next to
I
guys.
think, men used to have a trough. by
Oh,
the way.
yes.
And
Yes.
guys would be peeing on you and shit because they're all drunk. What's up, buddy? Oh my god! At least now you have dividers and shit.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, you
Oh,
never wear
thank
wear
God.
shorts at a sporting event when there's a trough.
Oh, the trough.
Because you're getting splattered. Trust me.
The
you're
trough
getting
was the
splattered.
worst. I would wait till there's fucking hardly anybody in there, and then I'd go pee because the trough was the worst.
Well, that's because you were kind of shy about showing off.
well, yeah, my stuff goes into the trough. Too,
Yeah,
so
exactly. People are just like, "Oh my god, put that thing back in."
That thing was so nasty. It was almost like the vomitorium or whatever.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Don't describe your penis that way. It is fine, James.
Vomitorium.
Only
the trough
one.
was the worst because you'd get guys. There's room, and they just squeeze it next to you because
Yes.
they gotta pee, and you're like basically leaning against another guy, and he's basically peeing on you.
Right,
The
and
trough was the worst.
And if it was cold outside, there's just this warm steam coming up.
Spraying everywhere. The trough was the worst. Oh my god.
Yes.
So dudes are the worst.
Yeah, but it's again just a bunch of dudes going, they're dudes. They can pee in a trough. They've given us a little dignity over the years, and now we can be gentlemen, peeing in our own little place, right?
With dividers.
Exactly. Do you guys, by the way, do you ever get the chill when you pee in the
Oh,
thing?
gee. Are you talking about when you get the shake at the very end?
Well, you just get a chill up and down your spine.
Yeah, it's not really a chill, but I know what you're saying.
Because you pee and then you lose body temperature, and it'll give you a chill if you're peeing enough, right? So
Maybe you should eat some more iron.
I'm just saying that happens. So
what's weird? Not to go into a peeing fetish here, but like
You've gone into a lot of fetishes already.
Most
so.
guys do the shake at the end to get what last few whatever's off, so it doesn't go in your pants.
sure.
Then a lot of guys, and I didn't notice this until like 5 years ago.
So you were peeking over the
So many
things?
guys will walk up.
You're watching this? I'm very concerned
Listen,
about you at the moment.
So many guys will walk up to a urinal and they'll spit in the urinal and then they'll take a leak. Like
To make sure there's no acid that's going to come up.
50%. It was weird. I'm like, where is this coming from? That was weird when I saw one guy do it. And then the second, third.
Is this spit or chew?
No, it's spit. It's not chew. It's not.
Because you've been standing in line with your fucking chew, and by the time you got to
it's
pee, you
not
got
chew.
to.
It's not chew. I will see
He went
guys
and
walk
checked.
up. I will see guys walk up to the urinal and they'll be like, and they'll spit in it and then they'll take a leak.
It's got to be chew.
It's not chew. Trust me.
Okay, I'm gonna.
We need to watch this next time. Don't look at the guys. Just look at behavior when they walk up.
Because again, you've been standing in line the whole time. You need to.
No, it's not the chew. Trust me, it's not the chew. And I'm like,
I'm gonna get you a bumper sticker
what
that
is
says
going,
that.
What is going on?
Maybe it's luck. Let me have a good pee.
Maybe it is. Maybe it's some. Maybe it's some tradition from some other country. But I see it quite often now, and I'm like, I've never seen that before until like 10 years ago. 10
I'm
years
very
ago.
concerned about it. You're watching dudes in the bathroom.
It's weird, man. It's weird.
Okay.
But then the last one is: are guys dirtier than women when it comes, to hygiene?
Yes.
And
Definitely.
And I would agree because I think females do groom themselves much nicer.
Yes.
Than men.
Yes.
That's why they're so much dirtier in the bathroom. They are taking care of their business. They're making themselves look good.
Smell good.
Right. And that comes with some of that baggage, right? But they are always clean, always looking good. It's like,
Yes.
all these dudes, it's like they all have skid marks in their underwear. They all
Haven't looked
pit
in a mirror
stains.
in like a month.
No, they got stuff. They're lucky to brush their teeth. It's like these dudes are pigs.
Yeah.
So what
Pigs.
what you're telling
And
me
they don't
is-
even care.
So what you're telling me is whether you're a stripper or the marrying type, right? Women are going to be the cleaner of the two,
Yes.
men and women, because
On
they're taking better care
On
of
average,
themselves
yeah.
physically,
percentage, I was going to say yes.
taking better care of themselves physically, and they probably have a more mature outlook, even if they're doing something that people look at as nasty.
Did you read a psychology
stage.
book in the last
No,
couple
I'm
days
just-
or
I'm just-
something?
I
You've
just-
been
I
watching too
wanted
many
your
rom-coms.
opinion. I wanted your opinion.
So I think that one girl, that 1% of women that are dirtier than guys are really dirty and nasty. Like that's the worst, right? But but the other 99% are way cleaner than 99% of the guys.
Yeah.
You know what? I think you just changed my mind.
Really?
Because I just realized now that guys will literally mail order used panties.
Oh yeah.
And we guys have a foot fetish more than women do, and feet are not the cleanest thing.
I'm very worried about you. You might have used fetish at least 7 times in this podcast.
We should just call this fetishes.
I'm very concerned about you.
What?
The holiday is bringing something out in you. I'm very concerned.
I don't make $700 million a year to think about other things, so I'm stuck with this.
Putting up the tree, you're trying to get all these urges that you have going on right now. The red lights are really turning on something for you.
When I'm stuffing the stocking, I am stuffing the stocking.
I wonder if how broke the guy is that is selling his underwear online.
Guys don't sell their underwear. Women
Yeah,
do.
the women do.
I know, but I'm saying,
Oh, what
what
guys
woman
do?
would buy any dude's underwear? There's probably other guys buying other guys'
Oh,
underwear,
jeez.
but not women. I think we should start an OnlyFans just to see how much money we can generate in a year. I've got some sexy undies,
You know what?
But you only sell to women.
but I will only sell to women.
How do you know?
How would you know? Like they're going to have to show me their own panties so that I will know. I can verify. That's how that works.
I'm regretting bringing up this entire opinion topic.
Yeah. Well, we
think
agreed
with us?
when you brought it up in the first place. We were like, oh, God, oh, God, oh,
We're
God.
very concerned about you.
Yeah.
Wow. I think James is right. There's no reason to be happy during this time.
That's true.
There's not.
But I know what I'm getting you for Christmas, buddy.
No.
All right. We're going to be back with our big, bold, and bald opinions after this.
It's time for the big, the bold, and the bald to give their opinion on today's topic. Damnopinion.com.
And we're back. And this is going to be amazing. We're going to tell you our big, bold, and bald opinions. We're going to start with Mr. Montgomery and his humongous opinion.
The big.
You know what my opinion is?
What?
$700 million is way too much for a baseball player. He should use some of that money and clean up the bathrooms. Because I'm thinking even $500,000 would do a great service to the rest of this country.
Think about him showing up to a strip club.
Well, he'd just buy it.
He could make it rain for sure.
Yeah. Wow. That is crazy.
So yeah, my opinion
Can
is
you? His interpreter would make it rain for him. I think is what it is.
yeah, that's my opinion.
Yeah.
Spend some of that money on cleaning up our bathrooms.
Oh my gosh! And James with his bold opinion.
The bold.
My bold opinion is we should never discuss that topic again.
Yeah. Okay. I'm with you. All right. And then of course, my bald opinion.
The bald.
Yeah, I'm right there with James. Off mic, James said, whenever we are talking about men and women, we should just really shut our mouths.
Yeah.
You know?
Whatever women are thinking, we should never even touch that.
Yeah, I never know what a woman is thinking. I don't know if I want to know what a woman is thinking.
No.
And they will forever be a beautiful, mysterious mystery.
I'm just so happy your bald opinion wasn't what I thought it was going to be.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, but I'm telling you, the curtains match the drapes. Thanks a lot, guys. We'll see you next week.
Tune in for our next podcast when you'll hear the big, the bold, and the bald give their opinions on everything entertainment. damnopinion.com